Hey grade 6, this is your owl tutorial. So a couple things you're going to need. You're going to need your paper pattern. There are 2 pieces of paper with pattern pieces that you are going to need to cut out. You will need paper scissors as well as fabric scissors. Don't cut paper with my fabric scissors. You'll need pins and all your felt pieces. So you'll need a body piece, an eye and belly piece, an eyeball piece, a pupil piece, and a piece for your feet and your beak. Let's get going. So you're going to take your fabric scissors and cut out your paper pattern pieces. Now, for time's sake, you only will need to cut out one of the feet, one of the eyeballs, and one of the pupil. We'll just end up cutting it 2 times. Next, you're going to take your body piece along with your large piece of felt. You are going to fold it in half and place your body piece onto the felt. Notice how it says cut 2? By folding it in half, we can do 1 cut and end up with 2 body pieces. So take your pins. You are going to want at least 3 pins for this. So we'll do the ears, pushing down into the fabric and then back up. And notice that my pins are inside the paper pattern. That way, they aren't going to get caught by my scissors. All right, so if your pins are hanging off your paper pattern, they're going to get in the way while we're cutting. And we don't want them in the way, so make sure when we pin, all the pins are inside of the pattern piece. Next, you are going to pin your body and your face onto your 6x6 piece of felt. We only need 1 of each, so line them up. And you may notice on my piece in particular that my belly is a little bit bigger than my piece of felt. All I'm going to do is slightly angle it so I can get the whole thing on. Again, we'll pin inside the paper pattern piece, pushing down and then back up. 2 pins will be good for this. And then same thing for the face. 2 pins as well. Next, you are going to pin your feet and your beak onto your orange piece. So what I would suggest doing is slightly folding your orange piece and then pinning one of your feet onto there. So again, 1 cut will give you 2 pieces. And then with the rest of your felt, you can pin your beak on. Now you only need 1 beak, so it needs to only go through 1 layer. Now this one's going to be a little tricky because our pins will hang off. So we'll just have to move those around. Next, take your white piece of felt, fold it in half again. Eyeball, pin on to the fabric. 1 pin will be good enough. So again, we'll cut 1 time and we'll get 2 eyeballs, 2 for the price of 1. Next, you're going to take your little black piece of felt, fold it in half. Now, there actually is no point to pin this one on because it's so tiny, so we're just gonna hold and cut around. And we're gonna start with the pupil anyway. So taking your fabric scissors, not paper scissors, we are going to cut our fabric out. Next, you can gather all your pins, put them away, take all your scraps, throw those into the garbage. You can begin to remove the pins from your paper and fabric patterns. And this is an idea of just what it's gonna look like as we start to construct it. Next, you're going to take a Ziploc bag, write your name on it, and stick all your fabric pieces as well as your paper pattern pieces inside. Push out all the air.